All right, it says I'm live. Yay! Welcome everybody. Just gonna check on my actual channel. Okay, and you can hear me. Amazing. Perfect. All right. Welcome everyone. I'm just gonna give everyone a few minutes to jump in and say hello. Don't forget to let me know where you're watching from. You don't have to tell me your address. Just say what part of the world you're in, because I love seeing where everybody's watching from, because it is still, all these years, we've had the internet for 30 years, and it is still amazing to me that we can talk to people on the other side of the world in real time, just like this, and have full-on conversations. I remember when I was growing up, it was 75 cents a minute to call overseas. So it's just quite fascinating to me that we can do this way and chat and have video calls. I had a video call with one of our friends this morning. It was so nice to chat and catch up. And I had another video call with somebody the other day, just to chat and connect and try to make sense of all the things we're seeing. So we all know what we're talking about. So anyway, this is a drama-free zone. You're all welcome to chitty chat in the comments, in the live chat and everything. And but just know that this is not, if you're used to certain communities, this is not it. This is not what this channel is about. We're just about all the good stuff here. So by all means, hang out. We're going to chat. How this works for anybody who's new jumping in, how this works is we talk like this. We converse and say hi to everybody and, you know, chitty chat and catch up. I have a few topics I want to talk about today. Some interesting stuff. The last 2 weeks, we had one topic that carried over, but we closed the circle on it and decided, okay, we're done with that topic. And then we're going to do sprints. And I know people are like, I don't understand. And that's okay. It's I'll set the timer and then you just work on whatever you want to work on. Some people like to actually do their work, like they sit at their desk in their office and they work. And there's people who will fold their laundry. There's people who knit. There's people who color. There's people who rest. There's people who declutter and clean up, whatever it is that you want to accomplish today. That's how you'll spend your time. It's easy. And, you know, if people are like, I didn't do a thing, rest is just as productive as hard work. So don't for a second feel like if you just want to rest and enjoy the music, because I do have brand new music for us this week. If you just want to rest and enjoy the music, that's great too. And I so appreciate everybody being here. Fun fact, I'm like 50 hours away from the 4,000 hour mark. And I'm really hoping to get there this month. Well, October. Can you believe it's October Eve? Can you believe that? And I'm not ready. I am not ready. What I'm going to be working on today. I have my content calendar here. I've been writing out everything I want to do for the whole month on my channel. Lots of videos, all sorts of things. Because in Canada, it is Thanksgiving in 12 days, I believe. I know that it confuses our American friends. I get it. Your Thanksgiving confuses us too. So don't worry. But we have our Thanksgiving in October. America has their Thanksgiving in the end of, is it the third weekend of November? I always feel like it's around the 26th of November. Many years ago, I dated an American guy, so I kind of knew at the time, but now I have no idea when it is. I just know it's near the end, and it kicks off the Christmas season, which is for us here. Thanksgiving kicks off Halloween, right? So we go like the day after Thanksgiving, I'm taking down all my Thanksgiving decor and I'm putting up all my Halloween decor. So there we have that. Just a few things I'd like to share with you today, some housekeeping stuff. For October, I have a few things coming up. If you were on my Celestine call just a little while ago, you already heard all this. But if you are interested in the Celestine Prophecy reading group, it's not too late. You're right on time. We will be discussing the fourth insight next week, but each conversation, each week that we gather to discuss the chapter and the insight is a standalone conversation. So if you jump in on the fourth chapter, don't worry. You haven't missed anything. You're not behind. You're right on time. So if you are interested in that, we can, you know what? I might just pop the link in right now, just so anybody who wants to can just save the link, and you can either sign up now or where's my StreamYard? There we go. You can sign up now or just save it and sign up later. It is free. It's a heart offering. It's just something I wanted to do. So there's no cost to you at all. The only thing I ask is that you just show up and take part in the conversation. See, there's Anya's in the Celestine Club. Nikki, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you. That's so kind. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Sorry, just going to go back to Anya for 1 second. It is a great group. The conversations we're having, it's very free flow. There's no rules, there's no quiz, there's no homework. It's just thought-provoking conversation, and it free flows. We've been all over the map with this, taking each of the insights and sort of talking about how are we seeing this play out in our own lives and in the world and where we live and everything else. So it's I am enjoying it so much. I always feel so good at the end of each of our sessions. So it's during the day, it's 2 p.m. Toronto time on Tuesdays. If that does not work for you, get on my mailing list. And then I think in January, I might do an evening session. So people who are sort of North America and then west, like Toronto and west of me, will be able to jump in after work. So I tried to find a time that was balanced for the whole world. Is not happening. It's not working. And just so you know, these sessions are not recorded. So we are free to speak our minds and our hearts. And it has been just absolutely amazing. The insights, just the insights in the book, but also the insights that we're having, and really exploring ourselves and just kind of like just having something to think about other than, you know, all the drama out there. So anyway, so that's the Celestine Reading Club. Starting tomorrow, I do have a brand new tarot offering coming out. It is a Samhain portal tarot reading. It is spooky season officially as of midnight tonight. Yay! And so that tarot reading is $77 Canadian, and you can get that anytime. During the month of October, you can get any reading you want from me. It's usually helpful if I know what it is that you want to know so that I can pick the right spread for you, because I have hundreds of spreads. And I try to pick the right one that will get you the information you want. So for example, if you tell me that you want to know about your past lives, I'm going to pull out my past lives spread. I'm not going to pull out a Celtic cross for you. But if you won't tell me, because there are people who are like, no, I just want to see what the cards have to say. And I'm like, okay, well, they don't have anything to say because they don't know what they're talking about, right? Because we don't know what we're looking for. So if you just give me a little snippet of like what it is that's going on, I can get the right spread for you. But if you are interested in the Samhain portal tarot reading, it is on a special price of $77 for the month of October. I know it's a little bit of a sales pitch today just to kick things off, because it just sort of I realized today, but maybe y'all don't know I'm running a business here. I do have clients like outside of my YouTube. I do have a whole lush business of clients and everybody coming into my world. So, and people do book their readings through finding me here. So there we go. I am going to be offering a Samhain meditation towards the end of October. I will get the link out. I'll get everything set up for that. It will be $11 to come in. It'll be a beautiful hour. It's a powerful meditation. I've done this one before a couple years ago with some clients, and it was so powerful. We are going to be meeting our ancestors and receiving messages through the meditation. So that's a big one. And then I'm thinking towards Halloween, I'm going to do some live card readings. I don't know if we're going to do it here or on Zoom. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. But just keep a heads up for that. The best thing that you can do is get on my mailing list in some form or another. I'll drop my Facebook here for you so that if you want to connect with me there, I will. A lot of stuff is there. And if you want to send me a message there, then I can get you on the mailing list. Okay, that's the sales pitch. That's it, done. Thank you for indulging me with that. And then we're going to swing back to Nikki. Thank you so much. I so appreciate that. It's such a kind thing to do right out of the gate. Woohoo! Yay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I did reach, I am over 1,000 subscribers now, which is so exciting. Once again, thank you to Melty. She got me over that number. And I am about 50 hours away from 4,000, which is the next magic number. So hopefully we'll get there. The only issue I'm having right now is that Google AdSense mails things to you. So they have mailed me a PIN number to access the money that's in my AdSense account, and Canada Post is on strike. So we can't even get it, and I don't know what's going to happen. So there's a lot of upset Canadian YouTubers right now who are, I see in the forums, and everybody's stressed out, not knowing how they're going to get paid. So this will sit there, and I thank you again, Nikki. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. Oh, it's like unwrapping Christmas, getting a cozy home night. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And then, hi, get nodded. Yes, this is, oh, and thank you for saying this is a more positive place. I know. I haven't watched Melty's video yet, so I'm going to watch it tonight. But yeah, this is, we do this every week, and this is the antidote to all of the craziness. So we get to come here and just chillax and hang out and listen to nice music. I've got new music this week. So yeah, there we go. And I'm just going to check there we are. Okay. So, did we all follow the rapture last week? Because I don't know. It's like funny, but it's also so incredibly tragic at the same time. That people, they gave away everything. They gave away all their money. They sold their houses and their cars and all their stuff. And then nothing happened. And I saw a video of a girl who said that she gave her house to somebody, like she signed everything over to someone because she so truly believed she was going to be raptured, and then didn't. And now all she has is her car, and she has her car, and she has just a few items, a few personal items. And I was like, what the heckin'? So the people that she gave her house to won't give her house back. They're like, no, you signed your house over. Legal agreement. It's our house now. And but they did say that she could park her car in their driveway and live in her car. Like, this is what's going on. So I think this is it's a really, really sad kind of thing, because like, I'm all about faith. I'm all about believing and all of that stuff. But it does make me wonder, when people talk about being raptured, do they think about where they're going? That's what I don't understand. I wish I knew someone personally who thought they were going to get raptured, so I could ask them, where did you think you were going to go? Like, what was that going to look like for you? Because what they're saying is, I was going to get raptured so I would meet Jesus and God and this and that. And listen, I'm not Christian, but I grew up believing that if you want to meet God, there's one way to do that, and it's the end of your life. So I do wonder, like, did these people have any concept of where they were going to go, how they were going to get there? Because what this sounds like, I'll not say the word, but an unaliving pact and cult that these people have got themselves caught up in under the guise of some religion. I don't know what they actually really think. I think this is a very specific hang on, Anya, I'm gonna put your comment there. Oh dear. There we go. Anya saying where America. So I think that the religion that kind of subscribes to this may be Christian nationalism. That might be it might be specific to that religion or that church. I'm not sure. But it would be as very kind of an American thing, I think. But yeah, it was just it was kind of laughable, but at the same time so tragically sad that all these people have given away everything. They gave away all their money. I saw a guy who drives Uber, and the couple, they were like, yeah, we're getting raptured tomorrow. Like, you're going to need this money more than us. And they gave their money, like thousands of dollars, to this Uber driver. And I'm like, yeah, a will does a lot. I think we could just skip the whole giving away everything and just have a solid will. And that way everybody knows what to do with your estate and your belongings and everything else. But I don't think they understand that. I'd love to hear other people's thoughts on this, but because I don't think these people really actually understand that this is like they'd have to go to their death, really. And I met somebody years ago who kind of believed in something similar, not from a Judeo-Christian point of view, but from a more spiritual point of view, that all the true believers would be taken to the new world. That's what she called it, the new world. And she told me that she had her suitcase and her cat carrier at the door at all times, ready to go to the new world. And I was like, do you think they're sending a bus for you? Or like, what? She didn't have an answer for any of that, but I was like, this is dangerous. This is really dangerous. But anyway, I would love to hear what other people have to say. If you've got thoughts on this, by all means, let me know in the comments, because I am just kind of, I don't know. I don't know about this one. This one has me very concerned. So anyway, we're in a couple minutes, we're going to start our first sprint. And so get whatever you're working on ready to go. I am the veteran services officer for a legion near me. And I've got paper. I have a veteran who needs some paperwork submitted, and it has to go through me. So I got to figure all that out for him. And so that's what I'll be working on for the first sprint. I've also got my knitting. I have a little diamond painting. Oh, I should show my new diamond painting. There we go. I was telling Lola, everybody knows Lola. I don't know if she's here. Lola is my my Ontario friend who she does diamond painting. I got this one. It's like kind of cool. It's clear plastic, and it has a little thing that it stands up. So anyway, for Halloween, I thought, well, that's kind of cute and fun. So there we go. If I have time today, I'll work on that. Like I said, I've got my knitting. I've got stuff to do for my channel. Busy time. October. Was this a cult? Well, a lot of cults disguise themselves as religion and churches. I hate to say it. I know there are very legitimate churches and religions out there, and then there are some that are not. And I don't know how people got tangled up in all of this, but I think it's a kind of a specific American thing. I don't know anybody who was talking about it. I didn't see anyone online in my world, posting that they didn't get raptured. And then there are people who, this is the best part. There's people who are saying nobody got raptured. And I'm like, well, how do you know? Because they're giving money to people that, so Susie, who thinks she's getting raptured, gives her money to the Uber driver because she believes he won't get raptured. So they're even within it deciding for themselves who they believe will get raptured and who won't. There's this guy, and I think he's in Texas. His name's Misha. And I see him on Facebook. I see him on YouTube sometimes. And some woman reached out to him and said, you live about an hour from me. Can I bring you my dog so you can look after my dog once I'm raptured? And so he was like, okay, so are you saying I'm not worthy of rapture? Right? So she's already decided he's not worthy of rapture. So it's like, it's such a fascinating thing. It's not an official cult. It's just one of those things that I think is kind of going that way. There's lots of things that we could call a cult. We should bring up the definition of a cult. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to look up the definition of a cult so we have an actual real meaning to frame this conversation. So it's yeah, just baffling to me. Baffling. Like, I wouldn't even give up a food for a religion. So I don't know why people do this. But again, there's a lot of people. But here's what I think is going to happen is because people have done this and given away everything and sold all their stuff. They're literally homeless now with no money. People quit their jobs, all of it. I think we're going to see the unalivings coming from that, as instead of the unaliving that would have happened if they were raptured. It is. It's yeah. I don't really know why people live in that state of being. It's not something I understand. So yeah, I don't know. Wishful thinking. Yeah, these people were ready to end their lives here. Now imagine if you weren't ready and you did get raptured and you're like, what's going on? Right? Is believing in it part of it? I don't know. I don't know. But they are, I think they saw this as a way out of whatever they're going through. Does that make sense? Like, they saw it as an easy way out, that and off to, like, if I'm going to go meet God, it's because I died and went to heaven. So yeah, I'm just not sure what they thought this would actually be. But they were all pretty happy about it the day before and then really not happy the day after. So yeah, I think if you come across anybody, they're going to need some love and support through this, because yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that was sort of what was coming across my feed a lot this morning, was the whole rapture thing. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, it's 3:52. Let's go to 4:20. Yeah, 4:20. Carry on chatting amongst yourselves in the live chat. We will resume our conversation at 4:20. Feel free to drop in the comments what you're working on, and we'll all cheer each other on as we get stuff done today. And I'll pop the new music on. I will pop. There we go. There's the new video. Let me turn it on. Oopsie. Oh my goodness. I'm having a sitch. There we go. Okay. Okay. How is the volume of that? Is it too much? Or is it just right? Here we go. Okay, let me know how the volume is, if you can hear it, if it's good. And if I need to turn it up or down, I will. There we go. Like, I've lost all control over the camera here. There we are. I was like, you know what? Because what happened was, so yeah, you lost the music for a second there, and it was totally me. It was all me. I touched something, everything just went haywire. So I had to kind of get it all back. So now I think now we're back on track here. I was just having a minute of I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Oh, you guys have been chatting. Good. Yes. This is, melancholic music that, I kind of really I created this music for my channel, and I do this every couple of weeks. I'll create a whole new thing. There are subliminals in this. I should have mentioned that at the beginning. This particular piece of music has subliminals. And last week when I was playing subliminals, somebody thought I was on the phone gossiping about other YouTubers. I was like, no, but they could hear like the odd word here and there under the music. So there are subliminals in here geared to the autumn, geared to embracing the season of letting go, the season of darkness, the season of reflection, things like that. So that was a subliminal, we're getting it, we're creating new neural pathways is what we're doing here. So thank you so much for enjoying the music. To me, I feel like it has, I don't know if this is the right word, but it feels like it's got like a Slavic kind of feel to it. So, oh, well, I want to hear what happened. Cause yeah, I get that. I'm nosy AF. I'll be, I'm out. My curtains at the front window are always twitching. Yay. There we go. And Nikki is working on a painting. Is it the one you showed me earlier? Is that, are you kind of doing something similar to that? Because if you want, I can grab that picture and show it to everybody. Historical architecture of an old home haunted house. Nice. I love it. I'm here for it. 'Tis the season. Woohoo. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody wants to see what it's going to look like. So if you want, I can share that photo or the picture that you sent me, Nikki, if you're good with that. Like I'll pull it up. The music sounds right. Yeah, like it's kind of got a European kind of vibe to it. I like it. It's sad. It's melancholic, as you said. Yeah. I lost the sound. Sorry, everyone. All good. Let me just see here. I'm forgiven. Thank you. I don't know what happened. I just know I got it all back. So we're achieving great things here. Yeah, Nikki, what color palette are you using for your painting? Yeah, Nikki, do you have a channel? Do you have yeah. If you want me to drop your link, let me know. Yeah, Maria is quite an amazing person. She really, really is. She really is quite amazing. I love her. Love her. Nice. Yeah, enjoy the downtime. Enjoy the downtime. Absolutely. I think I saw Lola saying, like, I don't know if doing nothing is accepted. Absolutely. As I said, I started off just saying rest is really productive. So if that's what you're doing, rest. Enjoy it. I know you've not been feeling well. So yeah, just rest. Curl up and just enjoy the relaxation. Yeah, Lola's working on something for sure. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna drop. How do I get out of here? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna drop some links here. So Lola, which I'm always singing that song about you, Lola. Let's see here. I'm gonna drop Lola's link right here. Okay. And yeah, Lola does crafts. So we knit together. We're always chatting about our crafts and our knitting and diamond painting. And I've got a nice glow coming up here. Oh, I feel like I'm in like a painting in like a cathedral or something. This is a vibe, isn't it? Oh, I quite like that. It's kind of fun. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. So Maria, let me pull up your channel, Maria. Everybody go follow each other, please. We all need to support each other and we all need to rise together. So there we go. There's Maria's link. Maria makes really cool music that it's all different. Like each song is like a different style of music. It's really neat. It's really, really neat. So give her a follow, give her videos some love. Yeah, knitting is pretty powerful. Do you know that knitting used to be, it was a very political thing. It's they used to send messages through knitting. they used to send messages in balls of yarn, but also the knitting, the patterns would like almost like Morse code kind of thing. They would knit messages into their pieces that they were knitting. Yeah, women with their needles knitting at the base of the guillotine. Yes, absolutely. Please add the yep, we're getting all the channels. I'm not sure who else here. Hi, Jennifer. Hello. Thanks for jumping in and joining us. Oh, and sparkles. Yay. I feel so angelic right now. It's giving me Westminster Abbey vibes or whatever, Windsor Castle vibes or something. I don't know. This is kind of cool. Yay, Sparkles. Thanks for joining us. It's very chill, very relaxed. The chat's open for everybody to chitty chat. This is the drama-free zone. So if you have some, we may ignore it. But if it's good drama, we might chat about it. So yeah. What happened? Nothing at all. Everyone that was right. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, so Nikki has Instagram. Nikki, I don't know if you're on your phone or your laptop, but if you want to send me your Instagram link through my Facebook messages, I'll drop it in here because unfortunately only mods and the admin can drop links. It just doesn't work otherwise. Jim, thanks for hopping in. So nice to see you. We're just chillaxing and having some music time, and you can just kick back and relax, or you can work on something, whatever you feel like. Yes, boop the like button, please. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't already, or just make sure you're still subscribed, simply because yeah, we got to get there. I'm so close to the 4,000 hours. It's like I can just see it at the end of the table. Yeah. Oh, my great grandmother was gypsy. This music has some Roma in it. Yes. That's like when I kind of got it all finished and I was like, huh, I feel like this has got a vibe. Okay, okay. All right, Nikki just dropped I need the link, sweetheart. I need the link because you just sent me a picture. I just need the actual like typed out link. So if you wanted to drop your Instagram link, I will do that. I can't do anything with that particular graphic in here. So yay, thank you, Maria. Yes, let's French Revolution music. Yes. Well, I do love Les Mis, do you hear the people sing and all that jazz? There we go. Aspie, thanks for hopping in. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you are. I don't know if you're working today or not, but I hope you're having a really nice day. And I think you're in New York, right? You're not that far from me, I think, if I remember correctly. Not that far. Okay, Nikki there we go. Thank you. Got the link in my DMs. Gonna grab it right now and paste. Okay, so this is for Nikki, her Instagram. Okay, so we've got that. There we are. We're back at 'tis the season. I have a lot of work to do tonight if I'm going to be ready for tomorrow. It's like literally witch's Christmas. Like I just have so much to do. And you know what it is? The sun is shining in my front window and bouncing off some white paper. I wonder if I move. Nope, it's just bouncing right up. That's cool. Yeah, NYC. I love NYC. You know what? One of my dreams is, Aspie, is to come to Manhattan in December to see New York at Christmas. I feel like if I did that, all my Christmas dreams would come true. Absolutely. I need to do it because Toronto doesn't do Christmas anymore. So it used to be I would go to Toronto and there would be all these like beautiful displays and the windows were done and Santa was there, the whole works. And now Christmas just doesn't exist anymore in Toronto. Like I think maybe one of the big stores downtown does like some of their windows, but it's all very neutral, all very politically correct. And because everybody's like saying, oh, get away from the religion. And I'm like, I think most of us do a secular Christmas. And if we do a religious, like a Christian Christmas, I think most people do both. If you do, like, I know people who go to church, they do the whole happy birthday Jesus thing, and then they have their Christmas, right? Like all the the presents and the meal and everything else. So yeah. Yeah, everything has been destroyed by woke. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. So what we have to do in our own homes, in our own lives, is be the rebels. And yeah, we have to be the resistance. And just anybody who, if your movement is being televised on the mainstream media, fun fact, you're not the resistance. So there you go. I hear is New York City having an election? We're all over the place here. I love it. I love that we're like on so many different topics. It's so great. But I hear there's an election coming up and people keep dropping out. I'm not sure, but they're trying to like basically save New York City from communism. Yeah. Yeah. Toronto, we've lost Toronto. Toronto has fallen. So yeah, we have that. Yeah, woke is broke. Yeah, go woke, go broke. That's the saying. We see it all the time with all these big companies, and there's a reason they do it. Is because BlackRock and Vanguard, they control the ESG and the mutual funds and everything else. That's why they do it. It's not altruistic. It's not out of love. It's not out of care. It's about money. And I think companies are finding out real fast that people will boycott them if they do this. Yeah, communist. Yeah, we're seeing a lot more of it, and they don't even know that they are. I got to find a better way to sit. There we go. Is that better? There. They don't even know they're communist. Like, that's the hilarious part. Yeah. Oh, do you have that painting on your Instagram? I want to see it. I want to see it. Yeah. I wish there was something anybody could do because it's just getting worse in cities, and people keep voting for it. And it's like saying, I would like my life to be worse, and they keep voting for it. I don't get it. Yeah, Christmas was just so amazing when I was a kid. I was born in the 70s, so I had 70s and 80s Christmas, and whoo, like what those videos that you see where it's like 1985 Christmas? Yeah. Yeah, those are my memories. Those are my memories for sure. And now we're Thanksgiving's in a couple weeks. I don't even think we're doing that in my home because it's just too much with my father-in-law. And so I think we might just have a chill day hanging out. But yeah. Now somebody said, oh yeah, here we go. Aspie. Go to the Radio City Christmas and rock that. Yes, I want to do that. I want to have afternoon tea at the plaza as well. Times Square. I want to do it all. I have been to New York City a couple times, but I'd never at Christmas. So I don't know. I want to do that. And I got a Vancouver number calling me. I'm not answering it. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. That would be very cool. I did go see them. Oh my gosh, many years ago, like maybe 20 years ago in Toronto. It was phenomenal. It was so good. So the pyrotechnics and it was amazing. So if you get the chance to do it before Christmas is gone from North America completely. Yeah. Hope you don't. Well, in Canada, we're about 5-6 months behind the UK. And unless something dramatic happens here to put a stop to it. So I don't know. I bet so for those who don't know Anyo fully yet, Anyo, you live in Holland, right? The Netherlands. It's I can imagine Christmas is phenomenal for you. Absolutely phenomenal. Like, I want to go to like the German Christmas market and things like that. Just, we have a Christmas market here, but again, it's just it's icky. It's icky. Yeah. Yeah, if I ever have mail in Canada again, because the mail company is on a strike right now, I'll send you a Christmas card, Jim, because you're one of my favorites. Yeah. Oh, you shared my art. Did you send it to me here? Oh, okay. I'll okay, I'm downloading a picture of okay, let's see if we can pop this in here. I did do it last week, an image file. I wasn't expecting the sun to change so dramatically. Okay, and then we'll add this to the stage. There we go. There's one of Nikki's paintings, which is very cool. I've seen a few of them because we're Facebook friends. So I've seen her work before. But yeah, how neat is that? Like, what's your style called, or is it just Nikki's style? Is it quite like that? And you're saying there's a movement to ban. Oh, yeah. Well, good. It's not catching on, because it would catch on here. That's for sure. Ooh wee! Even the churches are so woke. It's so interesting. Like, it's wild. It's wild. When I lived in Dusseldorf, Christmas was wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, even like my son is only 17 and his childhood looks very different from what our life looks like now. It's amazing things that just the last 10 years, actually. Yeah, look at that. We had a liberal government for 10 years and look at what's happened. There we are. Oh, it's called patriotic art. Oh, fun. So that's your style. Nice. And Nikki, is this a place in Montreal? Dave's Restaurant. Nice. Very good. Awesome sauce. So now that we're all caught up, and Nikki's gonna let us know. Oh, what about the ostriches? Where are we here? Oh, that was in New York. Oh, fun. Fun. The ostriches. Yeah. Whew. God, Canada is just a dumpster fire these days, isn't it? Yeah, YouTube is going to really restrict this video. I think. I mean, how dare you speak about Canada this way? So there's an ostrich farm, and I can't remember how many ostriches are there, but they have an order to kill all of these ostriches. I'm trying to see if I can. There, that's better. There's an order from the health unit to kill all of the ostriches because they were, some of them were sick, I think. And everybody's fighting so hard to stop it. The reason we need these, yeah, there's about 400. Thank you, Lola. About 400 ostriches, somewhere in that number. So, people, like supporters of the people who own this ostrich farm, are there, like are sort of, I think probably our biggest Canadian YouTuber, Jasper Sunshine, was there. He has about 500,000 followers. He only talks about politics. Look at that. Don't need to be trashing on each other to get likes and clicks. Huh? So they are trying to protect them, and even now the Conservative Party has started to speak about it. I believe Pierre may have said something, but Scott Atchison, who is a rock star MP, he's on the case, and they've managed to stop it. A native tribe has arrived saying, fun fact, this is our unceded territory, go home, health unit. So we'll see what happens. It's gone on for a little while now, but that's where we're at. That's where we are at. Yeah, Christmas. Yeah. You know what we should do? We should plan a meetup. We should all just meet in Germany and go to the market at Christmas and drink German drinks and eat German food. And buy, you know what I love is those glass Christmas ornaments that in Toronto at the Christmas market, there was a lady there who used to sell them, and she used to get them in Germany and bring them back. These beautiful, like the glass is so fine. It's so beautiful. And I have a whole bunch of them on my Christmas tree. Yeah, there we go. So Maria's going to be checking out Nikki. When I was a child, there was a place called Frankenmouth. Sounds like a Halloween town. in Michigan that did Christmas. What? Okay, we need to check this out. Hold on, we're going to pull this up and see what's what. Bavarian style architecture. Oh my gosh. It's a vacation destination. Huh. I did see that there is a theme park that is Halloween themed somewhere in America, maybe Kansas, I think. Oh, okay. You know what? We're gonna do some research on this Frankenmouth place and see if they're still doing it. See if they're still doing it. That's amazing. Thank you, Jennifer. Wow. I need to go to a city where it's like something other than this all the time. Yeah. Loved living there. It was only for 3.5 years. But memorable, nice. Oh yes, they had the bird flu, and I think so. They're done. They're not sick anymore. But what's important, and sorry, I forgot to come back to this point, is that they have antibodies or something inside of them, enzymes, something that cures other illnesses. So we got to kill them because big pharma won't like that, eh? Yeah, I'm sure I'm on a hit list somewhere. Often fly from Dusseldorf. Nice. Yeah, Lola, I'll meet you at Toronto Airport. We'll head over to Germany for Christmas. There we go. And Croatia market's supposed to be one of the best. Oh. Maria, you've never gone? Well, now you have some content to create this Christmas. We're going to need some videos of that. That's your mission for December. Is get us some videos of this place. I want to see it. Everybody going to Christmas markets, let's see your videos of them. Let's see it. What will happen with woke? I think eventually it will be drowned out. I think they will not live as long as they believe they will because they aren't making good choices. And I don't mean that anybody's going to do anything, but I think that you can only do so many things to yourself that the government injects into you before you really do some real damage. I mean, look at them right now. Like, there's a woman. It's so sad. So the whole news came out that Tylenol may be affecting babies in the womb. Okay, we're not going to get into the whole debate of it, but what Donald Trump makes this announcement from the White House. Well, because it's Donald Trump said it. He was quoting a Harvard study, by the way, a peer-reviewed Harvard study. And pregnant women started chugging bottles of Tylenol. And a woman ended up in the hospital. The nurse basically said, this is it. And she happened to be 24 weeks pregnant. And so her husband has no idea why his wife is about to die because they said she will not survive this. Like, her body is shutting down. She will die. There's nothing we can do, basically. And they had to get the baby out. So I did hear that they did get the baby out and save the baby. I don't know what's going to happen from there because a 24-week baby is we're kind of on the line there of it could go either way. But yeah, this man could have lost his child and his wife all in one stupid moment because somebody has TDS. And do you see what I'm saying? These people aren't going to live very long. They're not going to live very long. Frankenmuth is still oh, that's not far from you, is it? You must be fairly close to there. We used to go to Venlo frequently when what's Venlo? Is that a city? The Frankenmouth place. What's it called here? Here, I'll drop the link for everybody and then we'll talk about it next week. We can all compare our thoughts on this town. There we go. Okay. I bought a ticket in support. Oh, The irony, the irony. Yeah, well, maybe turkeys are not a protected species of bird. So, but yeah, that's pretty funny, actually. That's awesome. Is that true? Is that true, Jim? Or are you just making it funny for us? Mm. Oh, you know what? I'm going to add a topic for next week. Where's my notes? I'm going to talk about what a psychotherapist. I watched a video and he was talking about the connection between that and autism. And it was so interesting. So I'm making a note to add that to my topics for next week, because I listened to him and everything made sense. I was like, this makes more sense than anything else I've ever heard. Anything else? Want to be? Yeah. It's we got to get a brand new government as soon as we can, or we are going to be American. So yeah, right. It was so selfish. Like, again, not thinking about herself. You know, who in their right mind downs a bottle of Tylenol thinking they're going to be okay? Oh, I'll prove Donald Trump wrong. I don't know that man's ever been wrong. I'm not sure. I don't know. But so far, I feel like he's got a pretty good track record of being right. So I would not challenge that. I would not challenge that. Tricina, you're not late. You're right on time. Yay. You haven't missed an awful lot. The first little bit is conversation, and then we did about 30 minutes of music, and some people were relaxing, people were chatting, people were working on some stuff. So don't worry, you're never late for these. You're right on time. But I love that you're here. Yay. They're young. Yeah, this is the problem, is it's children. I'm like, listen, you're an adult, you do whatever you want, but the children, whew. Yeah, exactly. This is safe and effective, isn't it? Yeah. Yes, I watched some of the videos of interviews with some. There we go. Yeah, it's sad. It's so sad. Yeah, better late than never. Exactly. But we're all right on time here. We're all right on time. Yeah, when the scandals come up in Canada, I agree. He needs to put more pressure. Absolutely. But here's the thing. Mark Harney's failing so spectacularly right now that I don't know that we need Donald Trump to do anything for us. Mark Harney's taking care of it all by himself. So yeah. When I get that, like, so Jennifer saying she didn't take anything but just some vitamins when she was pregnant. And same, I have chronic headaches because I have CPTSD, so that's part of it. The better my gut health is, the less I have headaches, but I do deal with them. And when I was pregnant, I actually went to the health food store to get a recommendation of something I could take that would help with my headaches, because the thought of all those months of being in agony with head pain was it was more than I could handle. So I had to do something. The notification thing is weird. So I don't get notifications on my YouTube. When I've asked for a notification, I get an email saying so and so is live. So if I don't see my email, I sometimes miss the start of things if I set it for a notification. Oh, yeah, because it is. And this is what is so sad, is that like, people are in a mental health crisis, and instead of helping them, which would be the loving, kind thing to do, you get arrested. In Canada, I believe you can go to jail if you try to talk somebody out of it. So yeah, it's very hard. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad because it is permanent damage. There's no coming back from it. Like, you can't just change your outfit. There's no coming back. Once you've done the chemicals and the surgeries and that's it. That is it. Sparkles is saying each time she was pregnant, the only thing she took was iron. Yeah, I get that. And when you are anemic, when your iron's low, whew, it just takes the life out of you. I've had that happen. My doctor said that normal iron levels would be like 20 to 85, whatever their thing is. And I kept passing out. I kept collapsing places. And she checked my iron and she's like, yeah, I really want to send you to the hospital because your iron's at 4 when it should be 50 or 20 to 85. So she was like, I'm not going to send you to the hospital, but you need to start taking iron right now. Like, she's like, you're not leaving the office till you take it, and then sent me home with stuff. So yeah. Yeah, it's sad. It's a sad thing when people make these decisions. Yeah. Well, here it's not even like it's not just children who are like, I'm doing it. Their parents are doing it. Like, yeah, they're transing their sons the most, I think. And I don't get it. I do not get it. And tomboys, like, I'm a tomboy. I've been a tomboy my whole life. And there's a girl that I see on Instagram. I can't remember her name, but she's very political and she's a tomboy and she's a lesbian and she's like, stop transing tomboys, right? Yeah. Like, maybe I just like, playing and not wearing dresses and high heels all the time. Like, yeah. Yeah. I wish YouTube had, yes. Yeah. I wish there was some way other than me sending out emails and posting constantly. And the thing is that with YouTube, which I find very frustrating, is that we can't actually talk to people on YouTube unless you comment on their videos or you're in their live chat. So I can't even send someone a DM. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop my link again to my Facebook. If you want to connect with me on, there we go, on Facebook, that's the link right there. And then you might see more things reminding you that there's a live or anything coming up. Yeah. Like, people, like, your body isn't even fully grown until you're like 25 or something. So yeah. Thank you. It makes my eyes, it makes me look like I'm awake. I've had a rough sleeping week. I haven't been sleeping well this week. So I got the white eyeliner to make me look like I'm awake. The world's gone crazy. Yeah, it really. And it's amazing how many people are just following along, going with it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, they should wait. Just, yeah. I remember when I was in my 20s, I had a breast reduction. And because I'm like a tiny little pixie and I had these like massive boobies. And so I had to actually have a psychological evaluation before the province would sign off on it for a breast reduction. I do understand feeling like you're not in the right body. Absolutely. But I just don't think that causing permanent damage to yourself in this way is really, I think you definitely need to be an adult. But anyway, there we go. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, it's everywhere. University seems to be the place where it really ramps up, which is, I'm concerned for my son because if he follows the timeline, he would be going to university in a year. And I just don't know. Keep trying to find him online university that he could just stay home and do it and not have to be in that environment. Yeah. Yeah, see, 2 doctors and a psychological exam. And it's so that they know that when you have a breast reduction, it really affects you, especially as a woman, right? Because a lot of your how we are perceived as women is external. And so it really changes your body and what you look like and how your clothes fit and everything else. And so, they wanted to make sure that I was psychologically ready for those changes and the recovery and everything else. So I'm glad I did a psychological assessment before I had the surgery, because then at the same time, they were giving me tools to help me during the recovery from it, because it was really, really weird. It was like the body is a fascinating thing. Watching it recover was wild. Mr. Foxy. There's always room for you. There's always room for you, my friend. Yeah. Aspie said more people are homeschooling now. Yeah. Yeah, I probably like if I was starting to have children now, I would homeschool. But my son was in Montessori and he was in French immersion, so a higher tier education for him. And then when he went to high school, he did the International Baccalaureate program for 2.5 years. So again, very academic, high level education in parallel to his regular school education. He dropped out of that last year, so he's just doing regular school right now. But like I don't know, functions and calculus, and like, he does smart people stuff. I took art, drama, a spare lunch. I wasn't an academic in school at all. So yeah, Foxy is here. Yay. Yay. When I was 4, I used to say, I'm not a girl, I'm a dog. Yes. Right. Let your children use their imaginations and let them figure out they're not a dog as they grow up. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I think we know where our boundaries are. I think we know where the boundaries are with our children, with our own children, and what we're going to let play out and what we won't. But yeah, yeah, I'd be like, well, woof woof. Pretend to be a dog. Like, what's the point of playing dress up and everything else to pretend to be other people if we can't then pretend to be a puppy or a kitten or something? Like, as long as it's like, as long as we all recognize it's just play and imagination and things like that. I'm so happy to see her, Foxy. Yay. Yeah, Mr. Jim is saying hello. We got the dudes in the house today. That's awesome. Yes, that's why I did it young, because I was already having back problems from like the heavy, like the bra straps were like digging in and really causing a lot of problems. So even the surgeon who did it, like he took one look at me and was like, yeah, we're gonna help you. We're gonna help you. And I don't know why, like being such a tiny little thing, I don't know why I ended up with these giant boobies, but whatever. Here we go. Here we go. This is certainly quite true regarding homeschooling, though my younger siblings are in their teens and they're not homeschooled. It's a lot. Like, it's a commitment, a really big commitment for a family to homeschool. So yeah. But you know what I'm curious about, Foxy? How many siblings do you have? Because I think I saw a picture of your brother not long ago. I think you posted it last week. But now I'm curious. Yeah. And you see people, so Anya's just saying that for enlargement, breast enlargements, which I think is a lot easier than a reduction. You can go to any clinic, and then young girls get completely injected with Botox and fillers. Yeah. And the thing is, I'm like, I think you should wait till you're like 60 before you do that, because by the time you're 60, if you do it when you're young, by the time you're 60, it's all caving in and collapsing. And we see it. You can look at somebody and know, oh, yeah, there's your Botox collapsing. Yeah. In the US, you need an orthopedic doctor's note before insurance will pay for a breast, but not a psychiatrist note. So I wasn't seen by a psychiatrist. I was seen by a psychologist. But here, because we have universal health care, a lot of stuff is covered that we don't have to, like if it was cosmetic, I would have to pay for it, but because it was causing back problems, and I had shown them receipts from the chiropractor and things like that, they were like, yeah, you're good. Of course, this was also almost 30 years ago, so it's things might be different now. There we go. Gertie Rude. Gertie. Gertie and I think we may do a little show together one day in the next while. We were kind of chitty-chatting a little bit about it. We touched on it. So we may, and I missed your live today. I'm sorry. I've been on calls like this all day. So I'm going to catch up on your video later today. And then we'll figure out maybe we'll do something. I don't know. Maybe we'll do something Halloween-y. Do you want to do something Halloween-y the last week of October? We'll chat about it. We'll chat about that. Yes. Oh, Foxy's so lovely. I just love Foxy so much. He is lovely. Everybody, you know what? Let me just drop Foxy's link here. Where are you on my list? Why can't I find you? Oh, there we are. Foxy. We'll drop Foxy's link. If you don't know Foxy, go give him some love. He does really neat videos of trains and buses, like transport. And then he does lives where sometimes it's chat, sometimes it's a presentation. I think, wasn't it Audrey Hepburn your presentation was not long ago? I saw that. That was really interesting. And we'll get Gertie Rude. Gertie Rude. We're not being very productive today, are we? But we're all getting our social engagement in. So that's good. Who else has Maria. We're going to pop Maria's link in again. Where are you? I have like my list. You know what I do? I subscribe to everybody so I can find you easily, but only if I can find you on my list. So there we go. We'll pop Maria. There you go. Is there anybody else here who has a channel? If you do, just say, I got a channel, and then I'll grab your link. Gertie Rude. Gertie's fun. Gertie is a lot of fun. Oh, Sparkles was in her 40s. Ooh, how was your recovery for that? I was 27, I think. So Foxy is saying he has one biological sibling, his 23-year-old younger brother. Oh, you have half siblings. Oh, that's fun. But I love that you don't call them your half siblings. They're your siblings. Everybody's family. Got it. They got the light thing going on here. There we are. That's a little better. Let's see if I can turn. There. Okay. Usually I'm chasing the light. Now I'm trying to get away from it. Yeah. Most girls look the same nowadays. My son says that. He's like, at high school, you can't tell them apart. And I saw a video from like semi-formal or something, and every girl looked exactly the same. And as a minister, because I go to a lot of weddings and I see bridesmaids all the time, there's usually 6 girls coming at me up the aisle, and I can't tell them apart. And they want me to. And I'm like, no, you get numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. I'm not remembering anybody's names except the bride and the groom. So yeah, it's they do. It's the same hairstyle too. It's like, yeah, I just see it all the time. I don't get it. When I was in high school, we all looked different. We were all in our full expression of ourselves with our clothes and our hair and makeup and jewelry and everything. It was a lot of fun. It's a little bit, yeah, see, a little tiny bit here and there, just to like, because I'm a big fan of doing things if it makes you feel good, but not if it makes you feel really bad later on. That's not cool. Oh, there we are. And so Jim is asking, what are your thoughts on violent computer games and the effects of young minds? I think if you have a weak mind, it's going to affect you. I think if you're raised to have a strong mind, it might not have that kind of effect, but I'm not a big fan. I don't even like that kind of stuff like in movies. I feel like it causes some like internal injury, really, like spiritual, emotional injury. I remember my husband was watching Last of the Mohicans. This was years ago. I made him turn it off. I was like, this can't be good. This cannot be causing any goodness in anybody, because it was just so incredibly violent. But I think that, I think if you're susceptible, you should avoid it. And I don't think that violent computer games are necessarily across the board making people more violent. But I think there is a contribution to what's happening in our society. But of course, these things started decades ago. So, yeah. What about a show on politics? That's a whole other channel. I'm not going to start hosting a politics show here, but it is a whole other channel. I do have another channel where I do talk about politics, things like that. But yeah, that would be a big commitment, because I'd literally be doing like a news show every day, kind of like Jasmine Lane or Josh on Elevate, things like that. I wouldn't have time for this. Speak to me if you want a little. Oh, Maria, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Like an outro or something like that. Yeah, that would be really sweet. Yeah, Foxy, have a little chat with Maria because she makes amazing music. Amazing music. Well, I chose to have a breast reduction in my 20s. I was very blessed in that department, and it was way too much for my little pixie self. So yeah, I was in hospital for a few days and then came home, and it was about 6 weeks to fully recover. It's the tissue is really interesting as it's healing, and it does all kinds of weird, funky things, but then everything kind of settles down. The great news is that now in my 50s, they're exactly where they should be. So I'm good with that. I am good with that. There we go. Oh, Lola. Let's get Lola's channel in here. Lola. There we go. All right. I'm dropping Lola's link right now. There we go. Yeah, we're not going to say that name in here. There's a couple names that will not be said here. No hard feelings, but I'm just not going to bring that energy in here. There we are. Yeah, it's a lot. It's an awful lot, and yeah, the video game thing. But I think there's just so many other things going on with young people today that it's like sort of the violent video games is like the icing on the cake, and that's sort of the straw that breaks the camel's back sometimes. Yeah. The videos, yeah, Foxy goes to some cool things. I want to go to an event with Foxy. It was the nighttime thing. I think I commented and said, I'm gonna try to, the next time I'm overseas, I'm gonna try to go to that with you. And very dapperly here. And but I can't remember what it's called. Yeah. Oh, of course, Foxy, we support everybody here. We're gonna rise together. There's no gatekeeping. We all support each other. I'm all about let's all subscribe to each other and support each other. So okay, there we are. Perfect. Lola, you're over 200 now, right, Lola? 223. You gained some subs there in the last little while. And Lola's working on building her channel. She does, I think, Friday evenings she is live, and it's just chitty chat. She does diamond painting, which is cool. I didn't even get to mine today. And oh dear, that's too bad. Yeah, my surgeon did quite a good job. Like you can see the scars, but it's not, gratefully, not super bad. Super bad. Give you and mom my email. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, I can't wait to see what you make for Foxy. That'll be great. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. I've never played that. I've never seen it. I don't know anything about it. My son has a Switch, and he plays like Zelda and Mario Brothers and stuff like that. Oh, Maria is amazing. You're all amazing. And Maria she's just a ray of light, honestly. A ray, like this on my face here. I'm gonna have to find another place to sit while I do my lives while the autumn sun is setting. Yeah, see, that's the thing is if you don't get it done, if it's really bad, there we go, and you don't get it done, it really takes a toll on you later, and it's harder and harder to recover. Yeah. I had no idea we were going to go in this direction, but I love it. I'm here for it. I am here for it. Yeah. Yeah. I seem to remember that as well. Yeah. Yeah. The violent games. I think probably it just got too much, and then the video game makers were probably like, yeah, nobody's buying this. So you like the Switch. I find the games that my son wants for that, they're not violent, they're just fun fun, challenging video games. There. All right. Wow, we've been at this a little while, eh? I just want to share some fun stuff that I did last week, and then we will say goodnight. God, this is just not working at all. We're just gonna make our way through it, and we're just gonna plow through. So on Thursday night, last Thursday, I was at my MP's house. I co-hosted a fundraiser for him as we are really hoping for another election. And so we had him and Michelle Ferreri came, Jamil Javani came. It was amazing. It was a fantastic night. And then the next day, I was invited to a very intimate cocktail party event. And Pierre Polyev was there. So I know some of the girls here heard this already earlier on the Celestine Prophecy call. And so he gave a speech. And then we all got time with him to ask our questions and get photos and share our thoughts on the Canadian situation. And so, yeah, it's been an exciting week of getting access to our big politicians, the leader of the Conservative Party, next Prime Minister of Canada. That's a little bit of a big deal. So I've got photos I'll get posted. I do have a video from that. I took a video of his speech, and so I'll get that on one of my channels. And yeah, it was a really exciting time. I had a great conversation with Michelle Ferreri. We've met her a number of times, and she always remembers my son because she met him up in Parliament right outside the chamber. We were walking up the hallway to go to our seats, and she came by and she's like, "Hey," we were with our MP, and she was so warm, so kind, so welcoming, was asking my son questions about like what are you interested in politics? Like, what you doing here? And every time we've seen her after that, she remembers him, which is really, really nice. And Jamil, of course, we were at his opening day. I've been door knocking with Jamil. Super nice guy, really great guy. And if you're on my Facebook, that's the photo of me and Jamil. That was really cool. Let me see here. Lola's saying that her lost and gained. Yeah. I find that like my numbers will go up and then they go down a couple and then they go up again and they go down a couple. So yeah, such is the YouTube life. Some people distinguish between reality and fiction. Yeah, fact and fiction. Because a lot of people who do not like truth and they do not like facts, and because it offends them, I guess. Oh, there we go. Inherited the younger aging lottery. Oh, wow. I don't know what that is, but maybe Sparkles can tell us. Yeah. Oh, from there we go, late grandmother. There we are. Yes. Spooky season. I have a ton of content. Plus, I have some offers coming up for Samhain meditation, Samhain tarot reading, and a live. I think we're going to go live for a little witchy Halloween kind of thing towards the end of the month. So stay tuned for that. Connect with me on Facebook so that we can get you on my mailing list so that you actually get the emails about it, so you're not dependent on the algorithm. Yeah. Maria has a catty bitchy side. I want to see that. Actually, maybe I heard a little bit of it. I feel like it's like when you're talking about somebody else, it'll come out. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, because I just have one child and he just plays like Zelda and Mario and all that kind of regular everyday stuff. We don't see a lot of violence here for that. Yeah. Yeah, a nice time. It was really nice. He has a winery, and he lives about half an hour from me. And I'm on his board. So, because obviously I'm quite invested in what the rest of my life looks like and what the rest of my son's life looks like here in this country. And I'd like to stay here and not feel like I need to leave Canada. But we had a great time. It was work. I was working, but it's just so nice to be surrounded by like-minded people where you can breathe, and you're not constantly editing yourself or censoring yourself. And that's actually a conversation that came up. Michelle Ferreri was speaking about that. Like we got to stop editing ourselves and just say what we want, because other people, they say whatever they want, whether they care about us or not. It does, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's yeah, working on it. Got to get the video edited and made pretty, and then edit the photos, just zhuzh them up a little bit. And yeah, so my other channel, I'll pull up, I have 4 channels. So because I didn't want to have everything, I realized that I needed other channels, because not everything fits here. So that is where, because I've started making AI music, and then I was making it for my tarot channel. So the video that we had on earlier, this one here, that I did it for that. I started doing it just for those videos. And then I was like, I want to make like big long videos. Or big long musical videos. So the plot twist playlists, that is just music. So like long, very long videos. I've got, yeah, there's 7 hours, 6 hours. So you could put it on and have it like just playing in the background of your whole day. There's no subliminals or anything in the plot twist playlist videos. They're just it's just music, and there's themes. So I got a couple more of those coming up in October because I want a spooky Halloween one. So yes, we'll stay tuned for that. Yeah, conservatives. Yeah, Pierre is very cool. I'm amazed at how he does this. I walked up to him and I held out my hand to shake his hand, and I was like, "Hi, Pierre." And he took my hand and he kind of pulled me and he looked at me and he said, "How are you?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, he either really cares or he's doing a great job of pretending he cares." Like, I felt so important when I was talking to him. And Lola say Pierre might be okay. She's obsessed. She's obsessed with him. Trust me. You better believe I sent her photos like from the party. Yeah. There we go. That's for Sparkles. Sparkles is saying 10% discount on Tuesdays for over 60s. Woo! Sparkles, you're 67 3/4. Good for you. And here you are kicking it with everybody. I love it. Can we hear the bagpipes played by your son? I'll do that next week. I don't put my son on here for obvious reasons. For anybody who's not in the other community, there's people who are psycho. And so something that I've always made a point of is not having my family on here. But you know what, Jim? I'll send you a video from his own page, but I don't put him here. But what I'll do is I'll maybe make a video with him playing the music over, and so you can hear him playing. But yeah, he's very, very well known in where we are in Ontario. So because he is so accomplished that he'd be easy to find. So I don't want him out here with all the crazies. Not you people. Not the people here. Maybe the creepers who are watching from the bushes, but yeah, I don't want him to be stalked by one of the maggots or anything like that. Let's see here. Yeah, so that's my music channel. Oh yeah, I was gonna pull up another one. There we go. So this one, this is one of my other channels. I'm not going to share my 4th channel because it's a little bit more personal and you could find out where I live and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to share that. It's nothing connected. You'd never be able to connect it to me. So don't even bother trying to find it. But yeah, that one that I just dropped is that's where I sort of talk about, I'll put the political video there. It's where I sort of talk about all the things I find interesting. I've talked about politics. I talked about the guy I grew up with who murdered his family. I've talked about my neighbor who faked her death. I've connected Nexium to Diddy and the Seagrams, yeah, all of that kind of stuff. So it's just sort of where I haven't posted there for a while, but where I just, when I have something I kind of want to get off my chest, that's where it goes. My late grandfather was Yuri spoke of Farless. Oh, wow. I find that sometimes people really like, it's always interesting how people age and don't age. There we go. Don't tell people. Yeah. Yeah. I've said that to him. Like, we need this country in your hands. Yeah. Never put your children on here. No. One day my son walked in while I was on camera, and I quickly shoved him out. I don't think anyone was here, and it was like half a second. So, and I don't know if his face was shown, but he walked in. He went to give me a hug, not realizing I was on camera. So, seniors discounts. Yeah, if you're eligible for a seniors discount, get it, take the savings. There we are. Okay, we're gonna sort this out for next week. Age is just a number. Yeah. Like, I'm 14. I don't know how I have a 17-year-old son when I'm only 14. Yeah, there we go. You're already subbed there. Perfect. Really trying to get after ID in the pub. Jim, don't lead Foxy astray. Yeah, slowly growing up. No, I'm a Gen Xer. We don't do that. We do not do that. 14 forever. So what'll happen is I'll be like 95 and all dementia, and they'll say, "How old are you?" And I'll say 14. I'll be like clinging to 14 for the rest of my life. All right, 30 in your head. Nice. Nice. Okay, is there anybody else who has a channel we can get you some subs here today? Don't think I see. I think I got everybody. Foxy, Lola, Maria. I don't think there's anyone else here who has a channel, like a content channel. I don't think there's anyone else. So yay, I think we did it. I think we made it. It's almost 5:30. So I'm going to go chillax with my family. Thank you to everybody who has hung out. Oh, I missed what was that? I missed the org comment. What's the org comment? Hold on. What's the org comment? Hold on, I'm scrolling back. What's the org comment? Did I miss you, Jim? What's the org comment? Oh, Maria's choosing 25. Yeah, see, that's why people should wait till they're 25 to do crazy things to themselves. Yeah. Yeah, elderly. Oh, yeah. It's bad. It's really bad. Oh, I missed the original comment. What was the original comment? Oh, Jim, you got me all confused again. Got me all confused. Okay. Quick. Everybody's going to bed now. Everybody's going to bed. That's 10:25 for Sparkles. Lola, thank you for hanging out like all day with me. Goodbye. Tracina, thanks for hanging out. Thank you, everyone who came by. Thank you, Nikki, for the super chat. And we will do this again next week. I'll pop the link into the live section of my channel so that you can get the notification and everything. And like I said, if you want to connect with me on Facebook, and then we'll get you on my mailing list so you never miss a thing. So people are saying I didn't get the notification. Let's do this, and then you'll be all set, and you can put things in your schedule if you want to stay on top of it all. Okay? So, oh my gosh, this has been amazing. Fastest 2.5 hours of my life. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Anyo. Thank you, Lola, Tracina, Jim, Foxy, Sparkles. Who else is here? Aspie, Nikki, everybody who came in. Thank you so much, everybody. Gertie Rude was here. And I just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you. And we will see you next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.